Hey there guys, Milky Man here, and I'm going to be doing a Starcraft commentary with you guys on with Umpire versus Fafa here on Zelnaga Caverns. As you can see here, we have these two famously awesome players here, Fafa and Umpire. So we should be seeing some pretty cool plays. These are both Master Leaguers, by the way, and they are awesome players. I have seen them before playing games. And as you can see, Overlord is being moved out to the to Umpire's base quite slowly, and very usual stuff. We should be seeing a Overlord coming out from Fafa, but he missed it. His macro slipped a little bit right there, and it looks like Umpire is gonna go for that old-fashioned wall in that people used to do before they started putting the pylon behind the ramp. But people used to put the pylon on right next to the gateway and everything. So that's how it used to work. And yes, so we are seeing some more drones coming out for Fafa, and he will be able to scout this. We are seeing a forge coming down, which means we should be seeing cannons, because I don't know why you would just get a forge the first thing randomly. That'd be kind of weird. And here we go, the pylon is coming in. Fafa should be able to scout this, and Umpire is even going to scout his base just to check on what's going on. Not much is going on in his base, but he should be able to see this now. If you switch to Fafa vision, he does see it, but he has not reacted yet. He's putting the spawning down, and he's getting more of the drones, but he hasn't actually sent any drones to try and attack the pylon. And we should be seeing that probe actually coming out to make the cannon, but we have not seen that yet. We should be seeing him coming out now, but he still has not, and I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest. We're seeing spawning still coming up. It's halfway from being finished. I don't know why he is not actually. Oh yeah, he's getting a gateway. Sorry, I see what he's doing. So yeah, he's getting the gateway, and yes, he's just gonna run around in his base. Umpire is gonna run out in Fafa's base. So we should, yeah, I think he's going for the pylon now, because he can get two pylons. Cannons. Sorry. There we go. So we should be seeing another one coming out, and we should be seeing some drones being pulled out today. Yeah, there we go. The drones are being pulled out of the mineral line, and yeah, so we should be seeing an attack here. There's a mistake from Fafa. He should have been attacking the pylon instead of trying to attack photon cannons. As you know, you're attacking twice the health of the pylon instead. So there was a mistake by Fafa right there. Could have attacked the pylon a lot faster, more efficient. And two Zerglings out, and he is going to be forced to retreat. Should have gotten that Overlord out of there in advance, but he did not. And we're going to see Umpire secure the first gas. So he is in the lead at the moment, Umpire, and he has now contained Fafa in this little spot. So so we are seeing the Roach Warren being thrown down, which is not very surprising because they do tank a lot of damage, and that will be used for Fafa to destroy this menace of photon cannons that are blockading his ramp. So we are in fact seeing an Overlord right next to his Nexus, and we're seeing Cybernetics go down, and we are seeing the first Zealot being pushed out of the gateway. So Roach One is almost done. We should be seeing lots of roaches coming out of there, and he does have quite a bit of gas actually. He has not secured the second gas yet because he is not going for lair tech, and I think he noticed the fact that he has a lot of gas, so he moved the drones out of the extractor to gas line, and he put them into the mineral line. So that's quite interesting. And you are seeing Umpire going for second gas. That means he is going to go for something more. He's going to go a higher tech upgrade, and as you can see here, whoa, did you see that? Whoa, did you see that probe right there? It went right through this little wall of Zerglings, and it looks like it's gonna die there, but that was nice. And he scouted that Roach Horn probably, and it's gonna be interesting to see what his next move is. We're gonna see a stock coming out to destroy this Overlord that is going to in fact stop Umpire from actually getting any lair not lair stuff, higher tier units or anything like that, because then, you know, Fafa will be able to scout this. So there goes a pylon in a random position. I'm just pointing that out for fun. And we are seeing metabolic boost being researched right now, so we should be seeing speedlings, which are okay in this whoa, we're seeing a Stargate. Whoa, that's interesting. So we're probably gonna see Void Rays. Actually this is a brilliant build, because against Zerg, because you're forcing the Zerg to get roaches and Zergling. You are not allowing him to get lair tech. because you're containing him, and so he cannot secure the expansion, and that just ends up him not being able to get his gas, and gas is very important. Actually, Fafa also has not secured the second gas. He has no drones on that, and here we go. Here he comes. He's pushing out. He's trying to destroy this pylon here. As you can see, something he should have done with his drones, but he is trying to do that now, and there's a second pylon being made, and we're seeing a third pylon. I think he's going to make a third pylon. And there we go. There's the third pylon, and it looks like he should have destroyed this pylon, and there we go. So he just lost one roach there just for that short moment of time, and we're seeing 2 more gateways coming up now, and that should in fact help Umpire quite a bit. I think, yeah, it's going to, there's 3 gate and maybe a robo. I'm not quite sure, because 3 gate robo is quite a good build. It's a solid build after, you know, when you're sort of arriving into mid game sort of thing. It's great, but we should be seeing. Yeah, there goes Void Ray. There's the Void Ray. There we go. There's a Void Ray coming out right now. This should be very dangerous against Fafa, because Fafa has no anti-air except for his queens. That's all he has. He has 1 queen, and that's it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to come out. Who's gonna, you know, come out of this? And actually, Fafa could have actually pushed out, and actually could have actually been able to hold that off. I mean, you know, to attack and destroy all this stuff, because really there's not much there. Of course, the Void Ray will come, and then it'll just kill everything anyways, but at least it would have done some damage right there. And yes, so that was not too good for Fafa at the moment. Nothing is good for Fafa. He is going to expand. Yes, he is halfway through his hatchery, and he is getting Evo Chamber, so we should be seeing upgrades. Actually, I'm not sure if he actually saw that Stargate or not, because the Evo Chamber also means spore cannons, that's not right. Spore crawlers can be made. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Alright, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how this is going to end up turning out. So this should be pretty successful for Umpire, due to the fact that he does, Fafa has nothing to counter his Void Rays. But it's interesting how he's actually taking the Void Rays with him in his army, because you don't really see that. You see the Void Rays actually going around and then, you know, harassing a bit. And actually, I think that might be a little bit better in this circumstance, because then you can just kill the queen right away, and that would just make life pretty awesome. And we're seeing a Hydralisk Den come down, so this means trouble. And we're seeing Spore Crawler. It obviously means that Fafa has scouted this all, and he's in fact going to try and you know, just try and avoid this. And here we go. We are seeing some force fields going down. Not too great, those force fields. They were okay. I mean, they didn't really do much there. And we are seeing these zealots be stray, and Umpire's using his Void Rays very well here, obviously, because there's nothing to kill them except for his queen here. Queen's popped out, so we should be seeing those Void Rays attacking them. But this Void Ray is actually going down quite well. Okay, there we go. He moved them back a bit. That third Void Ray is here now, joining the fight, and we do have 5 Hydralisks coming up, so that should be able to clean this up quite easily. And there is a Spore Crawler, so you better move that Void Ray out of there. And here is another queen trying to just handle all this, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. It doesn't look like Fafa actually is going to be able to counter any of this stuff that's going on. But here's the Hydralisk now. They're actually attacking here. But there are these 4 Stalkers, but these Roaches should be able to clean out along with the drones. Pulled out of his minion line. I imagine this damages his economy a lot, like a ton. Anyways, he has only 1 Void Ray that survived, the lone Void Ray. And we do have an Overseer just hanging out here, chilling out, and the right next to his natural there. And he's going to expand. Umpire is going to now expand. He does see his Overseer. He's going to destroy the Overseer. There goes the Overseer. Goodbye. See you in hell, as the Stalkers are saying. And yeah, so we are seeing a Twilight Council actually, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what is going to happen with the Twilight Council. So we are seeing this Void Ray come and harass some Overlords here. Now he is now supply blocked, which is really annoying. I hate being a Zerg, and then this random air unit comes and just annoys the shit out of your Overlords. It's just really damn annoying. But yeah, that's how it works usually, and it's a way to harass Zerg. And we're seeing 3 sentries being warped in. And just to remind you guys, the ratio of sentries to zealots to stalkers is 1 to 3 to 3. So for every 3 stalkers, usually people have 3 zealots and 1 sentry. So that's how it usually works. But obviously, as you can see, he has a little more than that amount. I mean, if you're going against a lot of Zerglings, and roaches, as you can see, roaches, then I guess it's okay, but otherwise it shouldn't be used completely like that. We're seeing it actually Templar archive, so it's going to be interesting to see how he kind of incorporates that into his tactics. And we are seeing Umpire trying to utilize this void ray that he's been running around all over the place, trying to do something. I don't think he's really gone much, and really Umpire has destroyed Fafa's economy. It's just horrible at the moment. Look at this. Look at the amount of drones he has. I'll check the unit stat. He has 29 probes, and Umpire has 39 probes. That's just 10 probes right there. That's a lot. That's like half. That's a half, but you know what I mean. It's quite a lot of workers that are not even, not there, missing for Fafa. So he should really catch up on his economy at the moment. It should be his focus, but really he's not doing that. He's actually trying to get lots of upgrades and units. So I'm not saying that's bad, but he should really try to focus on his economy a little bit at least, and maybe sacrifice maybe 5 or 7 of his larvae just for workers. Just go all out macro fest, and that usually works. Actually, I'm gonna check the APM for these players here, and let's see. So Fafa has a average of 106, whereas Umpire only has an average of 80. Not only, but you know what I mean. Only has an average of 80, and yeah, so it looks like Fafa's APM is a lot higher. Yeah. So that's it. So we are going to see this Void Ray just going to run around like usual. He seems to do that a lot. And this Spore Crawler is here though, however, to protect. And here comes the Hydra. Let's be able to snipe this. And there we go. It's dead. Now the Void Ray can no longer run around like a little kid in a playground trying to annoy his parents. Yeah, so here comes the Psionic Storm here. It's almost done, so we should be able to see him moving out. Yes, he is moving out. And we're also seeing the Kaldarim Amulet being researched. People don't really research that, to be honest, a lot, but it should be researched a lot more. And here we go, we're seeing a Zerling discarding this, and there goes the Zerling. And we're seeing a Spire. Ooh, Spire. And that's going to be really interesting to see what's going to come out of the Spire. Are we going to see Mutas? Are we going to see Corruptors? Actually, I think we're probably going to see Mutas, because Corruptors are useless at this very point of time. But if we saw the Infestation Pit, then we all know what's going to happen. And that wouldn't have been such a bad idea, actually, if you knew that your enemy was going for late game. Then you have the upper advantage, because Zerg are brilliant in the late game. And here we go. The Storm really did a huge amount of damage to those Hydras. Hydras at the front of the army. That's not good at all. There we go. That's what happens when they're in the front. And Roaches should always be in the front, whereas Hydra should be in the back. They're supporting units. They support Roaches. They complement Roaches. That's why the Roach Hydra there. And yeah, here we go. We are actually seeing them now on the creep. I think he's trying to use the creep as an advantage here, because it's basically like map hacks, as many people say. Oh, nice force field there. Only trapped two roaches, which is not great. And whoa, Fafa made a mistake there. He's gonna lose a roach. Oh, there we go. Roach just died right there. That's not good at all. So there goes Umpire. He's retreating back to his base. This Zerling isn't right watching all this happen. He's like, oh my god, murder, suicide. Yeah, so that's basically what's happening. We are seeing Charge being researched at the moment. Immortal also coming out off the robotics facility. Great unit choice against the Roach. He is going for a very heavy Roach build here. Actually, basically, he's going all Roaches and a few Hydras. That's pretty much all we're seeing from Fafa. Not the best unit composition, but it does work a bit. We are seeing Burrow also being researched. So if his micro is good, we should be seeing some crazy intense micro ass stuff. So I'm probably gonna see that, but yeah, for the time being, we're going to see this. So here goes. He is currently boosting that Immortal out. He is going to probably warp in. He just warped in some Stalkers, I'd say. So I'm gonna look at the army tab now and check out what's happening. So actually, the army tabs are quite equal. The difference is though, Umpire has a much better unit composition than Fafa, obviously, because Fafa only has Roaches and a few Hydras, whereas Umpire has High Templar, and he has Zealots, and he has Stalkers, and he has Archons, and he has an Immortal, and Sentries, and he has basically a lot of units. And yeah, even the Zealots have Charge, so that even makes them a little bit even more better. That makes them actually even more better against Roaches, which is great. And as you can see, Fafa just actually killed the rocks down there. And here we go. We're actually going to see a little battle between a Zealot and a Roach. But it looks like his army is going to come down, and it's going to say bye-bye, Roach. And yeah, so that Roach is going down. I just died there, some blood, yeah, whatever. And here we go, we're actually gonna see a encounter here between the two. And here comes these charge dots just charging in, and whoa, nice there. But Burrow, whoa, Burrow actually burrows underneath the force fields. That is pretty darn awesome. And this queen is in fact stuck. Okay, there we go. So that was pretty cool actually. I didn't know that roaches could actually go underneath force fields, but that's actually pretty good. That actually kind of, whoa, what's this? I mean, we have a random Archon here, and this proxy pylon down, and the third base down there he just made, and we should be seeing the Archon running rampage around, but I'm not quite sure why he made an Archon. He could have just made a High Templar or something else, but instead Archon. It's okay. So we are gonna see this huge mass of roaches moving out a bit. He just destroyed that zealot there randomly, and it looks like he is gonna go down here just to kind of see what's going on. Oh, the queen is. Oh, whoa! The queen did not die. Whoa! He didn't kill that queen. That's pretty interesting to see. It looks like that was kind of distractive here, and he now has the chance to move out. Problem is, Fafa does have these creep tumors all over the place, so he can see what's going on. And here he comes. He's coming from the side here. Very good flanking there from Fafa, but the force fields are in fact blocking him from doing anything. He's picking off any stray units. He does have the observer here, so he should be able to kill these creep tumors, which does make the which does give a huge disadvantage to the Zerg player here. So here he is burrowing away, and it looks like the observer might cause him a bit of problems. You know, you can't really go for the hydras, and you can't really burrow them and move them across. So it kind of just pointless having those hydras now. Yeah, they are really pointless because there's only 4, so it kind of doesn't really it's not really effective. And so yeah. So let me just switch back to the production tab. We are seeing another queen being made, obviously, and we're seeing these High Templar just randomly come over here. I'm not sure why they're here, to be honest. They could be in their army helping them, but no, they're down here. And here they go. They're going back into the army. As you can see, there are some Hydralisks there. He does have the observer, so like I said, not very useful. And there goes 2 Hydras, so now he only has 2. No, now he doesn't even have any Hydras anymore. He just has no Hydra, just roaches. And queens and all that stuff. And yeah, he has a spire actually. He hasn't made a single air unit though, and that kind of was a waste of a lot of money, like 200 minerals or something like that. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Whoa, that was a huge force field. That was great, but burrows and exits the building, and there goes. And yeah, so he has exited stage left or right or up or down or whatever. So yeah, so this is pretty epic here. We should be seeing some storms down here actually, but he cannot actually see this. What are these High Templar doing? They're just chilling out, having some coffee or something. But yeah, so these roaches do take storm quite well, but the storm do complement the other units quite a lot actually. Storm should be High Templar is very good. They complement a lot. They're just crazy on that. And we are seeing some more zealots pop out. Yeah, this is what that army's missing actually. Some zealots to just kind of entrap those roaches and things like that, because they also tank damage, so that just makes them even better. I don't know why he made this Archon. I really don't. He just randomly has 1 Archon in his unit composition, but actually Archons are actually very good against roaches, by the way, just in case you guys didn't know that. Obviously not very cost effective, but I just thought I'd let you know. And yeah, so here we go. So these zealots are in fact just dead, so those zealots were not of much use since they were in the back. And here we go, we're seeing storms, and look, they're just going right underneath. And oh my god, that's horrible, because he does have the observer, so they're just dying. He just killed a few of his own units. Fafa, GG's, he leaves the game. He's like, oh my god, why did I do that? But that was a pretty awesome game right there from Fafa and Umpire. Umpire played brilliantly, all this stuff. Look how many bases he has. He has 4 bases, and actually Fafa also has 4 bases, but his economy just completely got trashed by Umpire. Umpire just completely trashed him. I don't know why he expanded, to be honest, to 4 bases, even though he had like barely anything in his own mineral line. So in his main mineral line, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first 26-minute video. Hopefully I won't split it into parts. Hopefully my internet's fast enough to upload one 26-minute video, and that'll be awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll just see you guys next time. 19 minutes.